Our next guest celebrated many milestones in his decades-long career as an entertainer. You know him as one of the Blues Brothers, and now he can add vodka to his list of successes as a company he helped create is celebrating production of its 1 millionth bottle. Joining us now for an exclusive interview, co-founder of Crystal Head Vodka, Dan Aykroyd. Great to see you, Dan. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Hi, thanks, David. Good to talk to you, too.
And not all, I can tell you, not all guests come bearing gifts like this. Is a beautiful, beautiful bottle here you have. The vodka inside is very special. Explain why.
Well, the bottle was designed by John Alexander, who is one of America's great portraitists and landscape artists. His work hangs in the Houston Museum of Fine Art. It's possessed by the Corcoran, the museum, the Smithsonian Museum American Wing, also the Metropolitan Museum in Manhattan, and Jimmy Buffett, Paul Simon, Lauren Michaels, myself, we all own his work. And he came up with this idea for the bottle because he loves the Hispanic American tradition of the Day of the Dead. And we decided if we were going to do a beautiful white bottle that's based on the legend of the Crystal Heads, we better put something pure in it. So we went back to pure spirit. We went back to where vodka was manufactured in the first place, in Russia. Just basically water, sweet, good water from Newfoundland, Canada, and then the mash. A lot of vodkas today now have added flavors and tastes. We find out that people can taste the difference between a higher quality vodka and a lower one. What I've done with this vodka is my partners and I have removed all of the common fusel components that are added to a lot of vodkas today. These are industrial oils, citrus oil, glycol, and raw sugar. We took them out of the vodka. A lot of vodkas today try to create smoothness by putting these additives in. And what you get is an artificial, fake, oily, front-of-the-mouth, satiny, velvety, fake, as I say, artificial smoothness. Crystal Head is a unique package because the bottle's great, the smoothness is natural without the fusel oils, and it is a pure spirit, making it probably the cleanest vodka on the planet, and certainly the water cannot be beat because it's Newfoundland water.
You were a great salesman. I mean, that's a great, you almost sold me. Now, the tough thing about selling this, it's a little pricey. This is what, about 50 bucks a bottle, is that right?
Crystal Head is the vodka now that if you want to step up and have something higher in quality, it is a government-certified vodka, higher in taste, and better than what's out there, it is a head above the rest. It is the premium vodka now in the United States to step up to. This is the platinum standard in vodka now, and that's why it's pricey. Obviously, the designer bottle makes it such, the shipping from Newfoundland, and just the government-certified quality, what we don't put in it and how we distill 4 times, triple filter 3 times over charcoal, and then over Herkimer diamonds, which is
well. Talk about, you know, that's the one
system.
thing we missed out is the final process is this almost kind of energizing process. You filter it through these diamonds. I guess they're crystals more than real diamonds, right? But you filter it through those things, and that kind of gives it an extra kind of jolt, right?
Well, I would say energized and more of a psychic jolt than anything else. I mean, the Herkimer area of the world is an anomalous region where the semi-precious stones they do not have to be mined. They bubble up to the earth. You can pick them in fields and on the side of the road. They're quite beautiful. We take the beautiful white ones. We put them in a cone. Many vodkas do filter over diamonds, but when I heard we were using Herkimer diamonds, it was sort of the last psychic touch to our legend and our story, you know, because Herkimer's almost a very magical part of the world. Rome Air Force is there. There was a lot of unexplained activity aerially going on there in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And the fact that we were using Herkimer diamonds, it just sort of sends that last psychic touch to the story. Really, the vodka looks beautiful coming out of it. It comes out platinum, and yeah, I guess it probably enhances the psychic purity. Whether a chemistry teacher would say vodka and diamonds, do they interact? Well, you know, maybe not technically, but Einstein spoke of spooky interaction at a distance.
You never know.
You never know.
Listen, it's at least worth a try. I mean, everybody in America who's intrigued by it should try. Let me just say, you know, there aren't many artists who are as good at business as you apparently are. I mean, salesmanship is 90% of any business, and you are a great salesman. Were you always, throughout your career, somehow involved in some little business on the side?
I always had a little racket going on, whether it was purveying, you know, bootleg beer in Canada, and you know, and I had a radio commercial business with Dave Thomas, and then we started House of Blues and all kinds of things. But the thing, this sells itself. It's a 91-point rated vodka from Anthony Dias Blue. His notes were vanilla, sweet, dry, crisp, with a kick of heat off the finish. And when I read that, I said, it's in the bottle. We've got something really we can sell now.
I got to ask you about your old colleagues at SNL. Betty White was the guest. So did you happen to see Betty White the other night?
You bet. I watch the show every Saturday I can. She was fantastic. This is Lawrence, I'm sure, his Emmy submission for the year. They had Anna and Molly Shannon back and Amy Poehler, and it was just really exciting to see the old cast members come back. And Betty White, they wrote beautiful material for her, and she's a real trooper, and I think that's going to be their Emmy winner this year.
It's great to see it's still fresh. When are you going to be back on, Dan?
Not this season, certainly, because Alec Baldwin's next, and then they wrap up for the year. But, you know, that's my alma mater. I love going back there and working with the new cast, and I've done a couple of cameos on there, and I hosted once a few years ago, about 3 years ago. And, you know, I mean, I just have to be invited.
Well, we'll invite you back. Anytime you want to come on Fox, we'd love to have you back. Thank you so much for being here, Dan. Appreciate it. Best of luck.
Okay, thank you. Try that crystal head. You won't be disappointed.
You're darn right I will. I think the crew might finish it off before I do, but maybe I'll go home with a bottle anyway. Dan Aykroyd, co-founder of Crystal Head Vodka. Great to see you, Dan. Please come back and see us again.
Thanks, David.
Thank you so much.